Hey, this is Beckett, and you're listening to Beckfast on 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick. And that is I Love It by the Hilltop Hoods. This is Beckfast. Yeah, thanks for listening. This is going to be probably a decently short episode, as I have a massive intramural hockey game after this. I don't mean to brag or anything, but I play intramural hockey, and it's crazy because there's no recruitment at all for me to play on this team. But so the most tense stuff that I do, no, it's the opposite of intense. It's literally the worst hockey I've ever played. So it's playing in this league makes me feel like I'm losing skill. Yeah, anyways. So I'm going to have to leave it early today, but that's okay. I don't know what's been going on the last 2 days. I've been like an absolute fog. Yesterday, I woke up at 9 o'clock, and I didn't actually wake up until 7 p.m. You know, when you have like 10 hours of awakeness, but there's no consciousness in there. It's just like, okay, and then I went here, and then I went there, and then I went home, and then I didn't remember anything else I did. You know? Like, I remember attending my classes, but I don't remember a single thing I talked about. And I remember talking to my friends, but I don't remember a single thing I said. So it was really just some guy living inside of me took the reins that day, you know? It's like it's like Ratatouille Day, you know? You just have that mouse living in your head just leading you around. You don't know, you're not in control of anything. You're just on autopilot. Just Ratatouille's just leading you around the living room, making you cook some banger French dish, and then stop you from falling in love with the girl of your dreams. Anyway, so I had just full Remy in the Hat day, you know? I'm going to stop using this reference, but I don't know. I didn't really, it's like ridiculous. I was nothing. Drank like 4 cups of coffee, you know, put some Zen, and like just nothing was working. I went to the gym, nothing happened. Like it just didn't wake up. And then at 7 o'clock, Remy just was dipped. He was just like, yeah, I can't deal with this anymore. And then my conscious self reappeared in my brain. I was like, oh my, wow, it's time to go. And I did an hour and a half of homework, and then I lied in bed. So that was a really great day. And then today it was like, I don't even know what. I woke up super motivated, and then 30 minutes into my day, I was like, it's time for bed again. So, anyways, the whole point of me telling you this is just to tell you this so that I can excuse my lack of interesting stories. I don't know. It's all dependent on what it's all relative, man. It's all dependent on what you find interesting. That's what I tell myself, at least. So I don't know. It's been an interesting week, to say the least. I went to PEI this weekend. That was good. It was nice to go see the girlfriend's family, spend some time outside Charlottetown. Yeah, it was enjoyable. It was nice and pretty relaxing for the most part. I was one that was making it a fuss. I don't know why, but everything was fine. And I was, well, no, I'm missing stuff. Like, I wasn't missing anything at all, you know? I love it when you stress about missing nonsense, and then you're like, oh, wait, I wasn't missing anything. This was a pure waste of my time. I really have a positive attitude tonight, don't I? Ugh. It's just how I feel about the world right now. I don't even know why. I mean, I'm there's nothing for me to complain about, you know? Honestly, there isn't. Like, life is fine. I'm going to graduate on time. It's going fine. I'm getting everything done. My last grad school application will be due this week. What is there to complain about? Nothing. Maybe that's what I'm stressing about. I don't have anything to worry about. I don't have anything to get annoyed with. Everything's going pretty well. I don't need to be upset about COVID all the time. I don't need to be upset about how bad the weather is all the time because I'm used to it. Don't need to be upset about Canadian politics because I don't care anymore. You know? What can I find to upset myself with? I don't know. But that's the day you become an adult, you know? When when there's a lack of anything that can upset you anymore. You just can't not find stuff to upset you. That was like the telltale sign of my grandparents reaching their more elder age. Not to shit on the grandparents, but when you get older, you start to I don't know. You kind of have like the best. It's just like your brain. Like when they say that like children are like sponges and they absorb information really quickly. Like I don't know. That's whether or not that analogy actually works. I'm not sure, but I like it because it is true that children learn a lot more easily than adults. But the point of me saying that is that as you get older and older and older, and you lose brain capacity and functioning ability, you kind of go the opposite way, and there's less and less stuff that penetrates that wall of information. Like you're facing the same amount of information, probably even more if you're an elderly person in this day than when you were in your early 20s, but it's the lack of it actually entering into your brain. So it ends up, I don't know, you just end up having like these thoughts. So it's just like every conversation you have is just like, so you know what's wrong with the world? Trump. And then it's like, you see them 2 weeks later. You see what Trump said today? I don't know. It's either that or it's it's like whenever you watch the news, that's the only thing that they show you. I don't know. I don't know. I love it. I'm so on board with people blaming a single person for everything that's wrong in the world. Whenever somebody does it, when I was in high school, I was like, it's more complex than that, right? And I wanted to like argue with these people. Now when somebody tells me, why lettuce is $8, Trudeau. You know what I do now? I go, buddy, you're 100% correct. And when somebody tells me, the reason Israel and Gaza are fighting right now? Trump. I go, sweetheart, you have such a grasp on geopolitics. I can't even correct you. You are so knowledgeable. Like, how could I give you any feedback on what's going on? I love it. That's my favorite one. Why lettuce is $7? Because Trudeau wanted it to be. He wanted to make lettuce more expensive. Like it's single-handedly Trudeau that made that decision. He's like, yeah, you know what? This company needs to sell for $7 in Sackville, New Brunswick. Not that it's like a product of all the people behind Trudeau, all of Trudeau's cabinet, all the politics involved, all the different companies competing, different trade laws, the agricultural season, the employees involved to harvest it and transport it and then put it on the shed. No, it's Trudeau. This is always, the answer, if you haven't learned anything yet from this, make sure you know that the answer is always way simpler than you think it is, because it turns out it is Trudeau that made lettuce $7. It's incredible. I know, it's like you didn't think it was that simple, but trust me, it is. I just imagine somebody turning on the radio. That exact thing. They're like about to agree. They're like, yeah, Trudeau. Oh, he's making fun of. This guy's not very nice. No, I'm not being very nice. I'm not being very nice, people that think about this. But at the same time, I can't argue with anybody because there's no point. Yeah, I don't know. This is the thing. I'm also come to this conclusion where I don't even think arguments, like public arguments or arguments in general, work. Because if you want to believe something bad enough, you're going to believe it no matter what. So what am I going to argue with lettuce and Trudeau going to do to whatever you believe, I don't know. And it's like, it doesn't really matter what, like, I don't know. In terms of like, I don't know. The thing is, like, even though we I don't know, we tell ourselves in Canada that we're like, oh, we're all free. Everybody can believe whatever they want all the time. And that's not necessarily true all the time, because you can get in serious trouble for believing certain things. So that's off the table right away. But second of all, like believing anything you want, like that kind of happens everywhere. Like people are like, You could tell people not to think things, but that like immediately makes them want to think about stuff. So it's not like just because you're acting a certain way doesn't mean you think about things. Like that's the whole thing that interests me about like serious like China or like North Korea or something. You know, where you have like you're in like a totalitarianism system. And you have like just one guy and he's like, no, can't look at YouTube, no Google Maps, can't go on Twitter, only WeChat, you know? I find that interesting because it's like, I don't know. To me, the product, like people are like, oh, China's brainwashed all the people there into thinking that the government's good. It's like, I don't know if that's necessarily true either. Like, yeah, the government regulates the stuff, but like at the same time, it's like, if life is going bad, I think you're going to realize life is going bad, you know? And at some point, you're probably going to be like, you're probably going to find something to blame for that's not yourself, you know? Because we love to blame other people for things that happen to us. That's kind of our favorite thing to do. It's a very easy, it's a really great way of thinking because then you don't need to have anything wrong with yourself. It's just wrong with your, you know? I don't know. So like when people say that, I don't know, I find it strange. Because it's like life must be going well enough for a good chunk of people to be like, you know what? It's okay that I can't say stuff that I believe because at least I got a house and I got food, you know? At the end of the day, if some guy came up to you and he's like, okay, so you're not going to eat for 2 weeks or you have to wear clown shoes wherever you go for 2 days, go, you know? It's like you're probably going to choose the option that allows you to eat at the end of the day. So I don't know. It's just like if stuff is like getting better, I don't know. I don't really know what the point of this was, but this is all the nonsense that's bouncing around this week. All right. Let's play some soothing songs to soothe this. Okay. This is Gimme Love by the Elovaters. And that is Gimme Love by the Elovaters. Yeah, it's a good song. It's soothing song. It's exactly what we need on a garbage night. Not garbage, but cold. Yeah. The internet went out because this is Mount Allison, and I was worried that the song wouldn't play all the way through, but I'm glad that it did. So here we are, where everything is working out smoothly. You know what else is working out smoothly? The NFL's plan to bring in more female fans. It all worked out perfectly as their leading spokeswoman, Tay Swift, is going to the Super Bowl, you know? And she's just going to encourage Travis to win it, you know? Game definitely won't have anything done to it so that the Chiefs pull up the upset and then Taylor can run onto the field and hug him, and then that picture will be sold for $4 billion and have 700,000 million likes on Instagram, you know? It's not like that would benefit the NFL to have Taylor Swift run onto the field when they win the Super Bowl. And it wouldn't benefit the NFL to have Taylor Swift going to the Super Bowl, you know? No. I don't know. I don't really know what the point of that is, but I'm just saying, thinking it through, why wouldn't she want Taylor Swift to be in the Super Bowl? Whether or not she's performing, people, like, it's actually crazy to me how many people tune in, like girls tune in to watch football, to not watch football. They tune in to watch Taylor Swift's live reactions to stuff that happens. She isn't saying anything. It is quite incredible. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not even that upset about it anymore. I used to be like, man, Taylor, she's taking home the NFL. And now I'm just like, ugh, who cares? And then I realized this was the NFL's plan all along. They don't care if all the people that actually like football don't like it. It brings in so many new fans. So who cares? It's not like I'm going to stop watching football because Taylor's at the game. Like, I'm boycotting the NFL because Taylor's there and they're making it all about her. I'm not going to stop watching. The only loss is that all the girls stop watching as soon as Taylor breaks up with Travis. My only question is, are they going to put a clause into his contract next year that says if you marry Taylor Swift, you get a $500,000 bonus? Ugh. I'm calling it right now. If she marries him next year, or he marries her next year, somebody from the NFL is paying him. Because if he retires at the end of this year while dating Taylor Swift, the NFL will pay they will pay him so much money to go to as many NFL games as possible and hopefully bring his maybe wife along. But yeah, I don't know. Who knows? It's hard to know. But yeah, congratulations to the Chiefs. They are the better team. They are the best team in the NFL constantly. They probably will win the Super Bowl because they have Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid as their coach. So, you know what? That's how it goes. They are the best team in the league. It's not like they don't deserve it. I'm just saying it's mighty. It aligns a lot with the NFL's goals. And that's the only point I'm going to make. So, okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave so I can go and play some hockey and not be super late to the game. Thank you for listening. I'll be back next week with an actual full episode. And yeah, have a good one. See ya.